So we got some news update from Charlie Kirk's assassination. It uh it was this morning when everything came out when they got the suspect apparently.
Yesterday, you were at the 9/11 memorial. We were all watching that. And
Well,
JD Vance
let's
was
see
supposed
what's
to be with you.
going
He went
on.
out to be with Charlie Kirk's family and to get the body back to his hometown in Arizona. And you said you were going to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which was very nice of you. Any updates on this suspect?
Yeah. Can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, right? In custody. Everyone did a great job.
High
We
of
worked
degree
with
of
the
certainty.
local police,
I mean,
the
and
governor, everybody did a great job.
given the picture
getting
that was
somebody that you
that we
start off
last
with
saw of
absolutely
him
nothing,
right
and we
before
started
he
off with a clip
before
that
he
made him look like an
went
ant.
on his
That was almost useless.
hiding
We just
spree.
saw there was somebody up there.
Yeah,
And,
the person
so
in the
much work has
picture
been done
does
over
kind of
last
look
two
like
and a
the
half days.
person
You know, it's amazing,
who
actually,
was
when you start off with that,
had
and
the
all of a
hat on
sudden
and the
you,
glasses on,
you get lucky or talent or
the
whatever it is.
shades,
But
the sunglasses.
yeah, I think we're in great shape.
Mr.
And
President,
he's in custody.
your suspicion was that he was radical left, and now you have more information. What can you share with us about his ideology?
Yeah, Lawrence, let me just, and by the way, Lawrence is doing a good job. What's going on here?
Job, yeah.
Mr.
I'll
President.
tell you what, I'm going to tell you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think that I don't want to go too far. I'd like to tell you some stories that how it happened, but essentially somebody that was very close to him turned him in.
Basically.
And that happens when you had some of those good shots. Somebody is going to say, whether it's a parent or whatever, I'd rather not say right now. They're going to announce it today, sometime later, probably talk about that. But somebody close to him turned him, they said, whoa. It's interesting where we had very good pictures, but not great, not perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
And
they were
when you
a little
look at
blurry.
it,
But
what happened is somebody, and this happens a lot. It
Well, I mean,
happened
they
with
corroborated
the
the story,
Boston
right?
bomber. It happened with others. Somebody that's close recognizes even
Right.
a little tilt of
The
the head,
alibi
which nobody
fits.
else would do. And somebody that was very close to
I
him
was like,
said,
oh.
that's him. And essentially went to the father, went to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic, by the way. And the person was involved with law enforcement, but was a person of faith, a minister. And brought him to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic. And the father convinced the son, this is it. And again, I'm always subject to be corrected, but I'm just giving you, based on what I'm hearing, they'll give you a much more active. I just heard about it 5 minutes before I walked in. As I'm walking in, they said, looking real good. They have the person that they wanted. So you have breaking news, don't you, huh? You always have breaking news, Ainsley. Sean's going to be very disappointed that we're not doing it on his show.
Sean.
And appreciative of the police officers that got this guy.
They did a great job, everybody. And everybody worked together. Pam Bondi is incredible, by the way. People don't know what a star she is. She's incredible. And it all worked out.
Could I ask you just some clarification? So a pastor was able to turn him in, and where they got the family of the shooter to turn them in?
Well, it was a minister, and the minister went to a minister who was involved with law enforcement, by the way. And his good friend is
so it was a anonymous
top
tip,
US Marshal.
right?
And they
Well, not
took it
really.
from there,
Well,
and then
kind
it
of,
was,
right?
a father got involved, namely his father.
Right. They say minister,
said,
so
"You
the
gotta go in,"
minister,
and they,
right? Anonymous
I
tip.
understand it, and again, subject to change. But
So
the
probably
facts are the
heard
facts. We have the
something, right?
person
Heard some
who we think is
information or something,
person we're
right?
looking
Gave
for.
it
But
to the
they,
parents or
drove
something, right?
into the police headquarters, and he's there now.
Did the father know about what the son had done?
I don't know. I'm going to let you get all those questions later because I can't tell you how accurate. The bottom line is they have somebody that they think did it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian
There you
Kilmeade.
have
I'm
it.
Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox
That
News
was-
YouTube page
right,
to
that
catch
was
our
from
hottest
Fox
interviews
News, right, this
and
morning,
most compelling analysis.
7 hours ago. And then here's the or in a sense, the briefing on the situation.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
1 hour ago.
On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend.
Tyler
who contacted the
Robinson is
Washington
his name.
County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes.
Links
When
up on the
encountered
top
in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th, in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images. Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years.
Let me move myself.
The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger. Investigators identified an individual as the roommate of Robinson. Investigators interviewed that roommate, who stated that his roommate, referring to Robinson, made a joke on Discord. Investigators asked if he would show them the messages on Discord. He opened it and showed several messages to investigators and allowed investigators to take photos of the screen as each message was shown by Robinson's roommate. These photos consisted of various messages, including content of messages between the phone contact named Tyler with an emoji icon and Robinson's roommate's device. The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle.
Did you just hear that? That's a little suspicious. All right, hold on, let's go back.
Was shown by Robinson's roommate. These photos consisted of various messages, including content of messages between the phone contact named Tyler with an emoji icon and Robinson's roommate's device. The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point.
Did you hear that? Retrieve a rifle from a drop point. All right, that's a little suspicious because that means that you might have had some help, right? All right, that's like some accomplished shit.
Leaving the rifle in a bush, messages related to visually watching the area where a rifle was left, and a message referring to having left the rifle wrapped in a towel.
Now, he could have. This could have been him, right? This could have been him, right? Pre-placing, right? Setting it up, or it could have been some sort of accomplice. He might have not been alone, right?
Is also referred to engraving bullets, and a mention of a scope and the rifle being unique. Messages from the contact Tyler also mentioned that he.
Worst case scenario, right? You should always think in the worst case scenario, just in case. Right?
I know there's been speculation as well as to the writing on those casings.
Right. Until further investigation is
casings,
done. I just think he might have had help.
We
right.
have that as well. And I will share that with you now. So the area north of Campus Drive Road where the suspect crossed over, you saw some of that in the video that we released last night, consists of a grassy area with trees on the edge of the UVU campus. Investigators discovered a bolt-action rifle wrapped in a dark-colored towel. The rifle was determined to be a Mauser Model 98 30-06 caliber bolt-action rifle. The rifle had a scope mounted on top of it.
Basically like a 308 round,
engraved
right?
On casings found with the rifle.
Basically a sniper bullet round.
Inscriptions on a fired casing read, Notices, bulges, capital OWO, what's this question
Because
mark?
in
Inscriptions on the
you
three
never
unfired
have you
casings
barely
read,
have
"Hey,
shooters
fascist!"
use fucking
point,
like
catch!
assault rifles, right? 5.56 or
Up arrow
7.62.
symbol,
You barely
right
have people do
arrow,
that. You're either
and
gonna get a
a symbol,
handgun
and 3
or
down
say
arrow
like
symbols.
a rifle.
A
right?
second unfired
sniper
casing
rifle.
read, "Oh Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella
Or
Chow,
maybe
Chow,
even
Chow."
stabbing, right?
And a third unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO." We are indebted to law enforcement across the state who has worked seamlessly together, local law enforcement, state law enforcement, and our federal partners with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We're grateful for everyone who worked together in such a short amount of time to find this person and to bring justice. I want to thank the public who has been so engaged, reviewing videos, helping us with sending in tips.
So basically, a
and,
308
helping us get to
is
this point.
almost it's basically
I
the same
want to
thing as
thank
a 7.62.
the family members of Tyler Robinson who did the right
But
thing
the 308
in this
is
case, and were able to bring
is a
him
bit
into
bigger.
to law enforcement as well. I especially want to thank the family of Charlie Kirk, Erica, Charlie's parents, his children. I want us to be thinking of them as we bring justice in this case. They will be involved in that justice. We will be working very closely with them as we move through this process as well. This is a very sad day for our country, a terrible day for the state of Utah. But I'm grateful that at this moment we have an opportunity to bring closure to this very dark chapter in our nation's history.
There you have it. So yeah, apparently he was using basically a 308 round, or a sniper bullet round. Tyler Robinson was raised Mormon and allegedly killed Charlie Kirk moments after he praised the church. Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, was raised a devout Mormon, yet fired his fatal shot at Kirk just moments after the conservative influencer had glowingly praised the Church of Latter-day Saints. I love how Mormons send missionaries around the world. I love how polite they are. Half my team is Mormon. Kirk 31 said to huge cheers from the crowd of Utah Valley University moments before he was allegedly killed by the 22-year-old trade school student. Mormons are great people, let me just say. I'm an evangelical Christian, but I'm not one of those guys that hates on Mormons, Kirk said. Footage from, and then, this is the alleged shooter. And then you have Kirk before the shooting. Footages from Kirk's final event at Utah Valley on Wednesday, posted on Instagram, shows him even bantering with a member of the Mormon faith in the crowd, referencing how he had the white shirt and tie put on right there, before going on to speak of his love for the church. Kirk's words came just minutes before he was shot and killed, allegedly by Robinson. So this is Robinson as a kid, I guess, right? I was a head custodian for 18 years in the Riverside Elementary. He went to Pine View High School. She said, adding that she knew his mom through the church and the school and was stunned by the news. The crowd reacts after Charlie Kirk is shot, right? And then here's him. He's got the suicide vest on, right? Because I think in one of these things he was basically saying he was suicidal, or he was going to off himself after he did the crime. I just know that Tyler carried himself nicely. He was very nice. He was smart. I hear he had a full ride scholarship to college. I was shocked that this was even him. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints issued a statement in the wake of the tragic news, but before the alleged killer had been identified as a Mormon. Honestly, I don't think I feel like, to me, the religion doesn't matter, but, you know, some people may think that it does matter, but, you know, whatever. I mean, right, the action to kill someone like that, fuck that. You're fucked in the head. We condemn violence and lawless behavior. We also pray that we may treat one another with greater kindness, compassion, and goodness. For members of the church, we reaffirm the Savior's teaching and admonition is to love our neighbor. I mean, it's in the Ten Commandments too, but, you know, who cares, right? Spokesman for the church, Doug Anderson, said in a statement Wednesday. There you have it. All right, and then we have Charlie Kirk shot live update. Tyler Robinson talked to his roommate on Discord about hidden rifle, sources say. So yeah, I'm guessing he probably like stashed away the rifle or something, or he had someone stash it for him, right? Tyler Robinson, 22, of Utah, has been arrested in the cold-blooded killing of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, one of the right's most influential voices. Kirk, 31, the founder of Turning Point USA, was fatally shot Wednesday while speaking at an event on Utah Valley University's campus during his American Comeback Tour. Follow the posts. Don't read that. So what to know. Basically, these are all the articles, right, that they basically want you to read to get you up to date, right? If you want to get up to date. I think we basically have most of them. Hughes killer Tyler Robinson talked with his roommates on Discord about his rifle hidden in a towel that was found near soon after Kirk's assassination, sources told the Post. Happy boy made me a mama, watching him become, yeah. That's, I guess, one of his friends commenting. Hughes killer Tyler, Mother Amber okay, yeah. People mourn Charlie Kirk outside Turning Point USA HQ. Oh, this was a story, 41 minutes. Okay. And then Kirk establishes the non-profit. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a different news story. Okay. I was all like, what is happening? But we got this one. And then we got Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, was seething over campus appearance. Wrote, "Hey fascists, catch on bullet." Yeah, the projection, man, the projection. It says the one who actually did a fucking criminal, heinous act, right? Charlie Kirk's assassin, allegedly. Tyler Robinson had become, I hate saying fucking allegedly. Fuck you. Political in recent years and ranted just before killing him that the conservative activist was full of hate, officials said Friday. Robinson, a 22-year-old former student at Utah Valley University, was seething about Kirk's upcoming campus appearance during a dinner days before he fatally shot the close friend of President Trump, authorities said. The suspect went on about how he didn't like Kirk and the viewpoints he had. Said Utah Gov Spencer Cox at a press briefing, explaining a family friend at the dinner had recalled the exchange for authorities. Tyler Robinson in his suicide vest right there. I guess this is him right here. Robinson raged that Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. I mean, far from it, to be honest. Not even close. Yikes. Cox said, quoting the family pal. I mean, if you think, right, his mere statements were that much spread, dude, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm sorry. You're a crazy person. You need to get your fucking mind fixed. Cox said, quoting the family pal, who acknowledged he was turned off by the level of vitriol being spewed by the suspect. The killer was turned in by his dad. Yeah, so through a minister. So here it is, who was a family friend. So apparently the minister. Oh wait, did the dad talk to the minister then after? So I guess what happened is, I guess the kid came home or something, right? Oh, I shouldn't say kid. The dude came home, talked to his dad. His dad found out, probably called the minister to figure out what the fuck to do, because he has no idea what the fuck to do. Because this is a fucking wild shit, right? So yeah, that's probably what happened, possibly. Official said. Robinson at first told his dad he'd rather kill himself than surrender, law enforcement sources said. So yeah, from these statements, it sounds like he talked to his dad first, and then the dad talked to the church minister. Right. 3 unfired casings found in the chamber of the rifle reportedly used by Robinson included left-wing slogans such as "Hey fascist cat." Oh, so he was engraving his well, when you say when they say engraving, he was just painting. He put like Sharpie or something on on the bullets. And ran on the side along with an up arrow, a right arrow, and 3 down arrows. Another featured the words "Oh Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao, Bella Ciao Ciao Ciao," referencing a popular Italian anti-fascist song, Cox said. A third casing engraved, "If you read this, you are gay." Okay. It was found in the chamber of the weapon. Okay. So this dude was, I guess he was a trolling piece of shit, I guess. I don't know. "If you read this, you are gay," laughing my ass off. Ha ha ha. Well, I mean, you're now going to be probably hung, to be honest. You might get the death penalty, yo. Inscription on the fired casing read, "Notices bulges, OWO." What's this? Gov Cox said. Photos of him shared by his mother on social media seem to show a normal, happy family. Pictures show the parents and their 3 kids enjoying trips to gun shows, vacations at theme parks, and sporting events. There is no indication of a prior criminal record. A search of state and national public records shows, as authorities continue to build up a picture of Robinson's actions and words in the days leading up to the shooting. Authorities interviewed Robinson's roommate, who showed them many Discord messages from the suspect sent after the shooting, including ones telling him to retrieve a rifle and giving details about where it would be found, wrapped in a towel in a wooded area close to the Utah Valley University campus. And other messages from Robinson said that he had changed his outfit in the wake of the shooting, Cox said. Robinson was turned in after his father recognized him in the photos released by the FBI on Thursday. Law enforcement sources told the Post. Okay, so apparently the dad turned him in. Right. But, it seems like a minister got involved too, so it seems like there was a conversation at some point, right? The father called a Washington County Sheriff's Department and confronted his son when he returned home, at which point Robinson admitted he was the gunman. There it is. The sources said, yeah. Robinson's father asked him to turn himself in, but his son replied that he would rather kill himself. The father then convinced his son to speak with their youth minister. Ah, that's what it was. Okay. Who also serves as a task force officer with the U.S. Marshals Service. Oh, he's a veteran himself. Oh, wow. Okay, well, a minister and a veteran. Okay, well, that's a new one. Well, I mean, that's not what. Besides the point, sorry. The minister called the FBI, and agents later looked Robinson into custody. We got him, declared Gov Cox as he opened Friday's new conference, where he was joined by FBI Director Kash Patel, as they announced that the 33-hour manhunt finally came to a close Thursday night. Dictator Patel concluded his remarks with an emotional tribute to his friend Kirk, saying, "See you in Valhalla." But Cash, man, you kind of fucking screwed the pooch at the beginning there. Yeah, I think the issue is people want to like say shit way too quick sometimes. I mean, I get it. You're trying to get information. You're trying to You're trying to get corroborate information, gather information, and yeah, it can get a little messy sometimes. And yeah, there's this article. And then we got this one. Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin, Tyler Robinson, threatened to kill himself rather than surrender after dad confronted him, sources. Yeah, so in the last article we read. Accused Charlie Kirk assassin Tyler Robinson threatened to kill himself rather than surrender to authorities after his father confronted him about the sickening murder, according to law enforcement sources. The father recognized his 22-year-old son from photos of the suspected shooter that were released by authorities Thursday, leading the parent to confront his son when he returned home, sources said. Here it is. Right, more photos of him. Family and dad, I guess. Yeah. Robinson fessed up to the horrific shooting in Utah Valley University when his dad asked if he pulled the trigger, but originally refused to turn himself in to law enforcement, according to sources. Okay, according to the father recognized his 22-year-old son. Photos of the suspect that were released by authorities. Oh, okay, sorry, I read that already. Robinson fessed up to the horrific. Oh, sorry, I read that already too. Sorry, I'm all over the place. He told his father he'd rather kill himself, leading the parent to convince his son to speak with their youth minister, who also works with the U.S. Marshals Service Fugitive Task Force, sources said. And then here's more photo, yeah. We already saw some of these photos. The minister then called the deputy with the federal agency, and the FBI took Robinson into custody Thursday evening, sources said. And there you have it. And then here's, right, if you want to stay up to date, or, right, there's basically the whole, this is the whole timeline of events, right? Right, the shooting, right? All starting from here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. I want to thank my family members of Tyler Robinson who did the right thing in the case and were able to bring him into law enforcement, Cox said. Robinson, a former student at Utah Valley, has been arrested on aggravated murder charges. It's believed he acted alone. During him leaving the rifle in the woods was, I guess, his doing, right? And I don't know when he left it, but, right, the time of events, but, yeah. Anyways, during authorities' hunt for Robinson, investigators spoke to his roommate and saw a trove of Discord messages from the alleged murderer to him after the shooting. Some messages told the roommates to retrieve a rifle. And and said where it could be found. And a darkly colored wrap towel along a wooded area near the school campus, law enforcement said. Yeah, when the law enforcement said this, I was all like, why does it sound like they're making it sound like there's another accomplice, right? I mean, they make it sound like there's another person that was right that could have been helping him, especially the way they write certain things. Anyways, another message from Robinson stated that he changed his clothes after the gunfire, according to Cox. Robinson had expressed his disdain for Kirk in the day leading up to the shooting, claiming the conservative and married father of two was full of hate, officials said. Yeah, apparently. It was somehow full of hate. Yeah. Full of hate, so much so you had to fucking shoot him? Uh-huh. Huh? Fucking people these days, man. Utah's governor says assassination suspect had grown more political and was opposed to Charlie Kirk's belief, right? And we basically saw all that. Conservative activist Charlie Kirk was fatally shot September 10th, 2025, delivering a speech Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Shooting triggered a manhunt and widespread social media sharing of graphic footage, prompting Governor Spencer Cox to address its societal impact. On September 12, 2025, Cox held a press conference announcing the arrest of 22-year-old Utah resident Tyler Robinson as the suspect and condemned the violence as an attack on democracy. Cox called social media a cancer on our society. Well, I mean, he basically was trying to shoot the Constitution too, right? Especially when he killed Kirk. Urged people to find an off-ramp to stop escalating violence. Yeah, you want your constitutional crisis? Here it is, you fucking retards. Violence, and described this moment as a watershed in American history. Cox's statement emphasized rejecting violence, encouraging dialogue across political divides, and praised peaceful community responses, suggesting a call for unity amid national political tension. There you have it. To be honest, unity is a it's a utopic idea. Right? No one is always united, right? I mean, just look at what happened with Kirk and this fucking asshole, right? If we were truly united, we wouldn't be trying to kill people for their freedom of speech and shit, right? So, yeah, that's just the way I see it. Anyways, there you have it. That is, they have the suspect. And then, why don't we do this too? Because this is in honor of, right, 9/11 and basically Charlie Kirk, right? All right, and that will do it. I will leave, as usual, all links and sources in the description, so you can check it all out. There you have it.